Yakutia, a land of extreme temperatures, endless taiga and permafrost. Our journey begins in Yakutsk, the largest city built on permafrost. Imagine this. The area of this republic exceeds 3 million square kilometers. It accounts for a third of Russia's entire territory and nearly half of Europe. Here, in the northeast of Siberia, nature dictates its harsh laws. Yakutia is a land of contrasts. In winter, the thermometer can drop below -60 degrees, and in the short summer, rise above +35. Almost the entire region lies within the permafrost zone, with depths reaching up to 1.5 kilometers in some places. It's a giant natural refrigerator, preserving for science mammoths and ancient ecosystems. Sluggish lifeblood of this land is the Lena River, one of the greatest rivers on the planet. It carries its waters through endless taiga, which to the north gives way to forest tundra, and the Arctic desert washed by the Laptev and East Siberian seas. But how did the exploration of this harsh yet rich region begin? The history of Yakutsk began almost 4 centuries ago. In 1632, a detachment of Yenisei Cossacks under Peter Beketov laid a wooden ostrog on the right bank of the Lena. This event marked Yakutia's entry into the Russian state. 10 years later, to escape the spring floods, the fortress was moved to the left bank, where today stands the modern Yakutsk. This fortress, this outpost in the depths of Siberia, became the main gateway to the east. From here went out on their legendary expeditions the great explorers: Semyon Dezhnyov, Erofei Khabarov, Vladimir Atlasov, and Vitus Bering. Without Yakutsk, the exploration of the Kolyma, Chukotka, Kamchatka, and even distant Alaska would have been impossible. But today, we are heading far away from civilization, to a place where, deep within the Siberian wilderness, along the banks of the mighty Lena River, stone giants rise. They tower up to 200 meters high, as tall as a modern skyscraper. These are the Lena Pillars, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most mystical places on Earth. Over the next 5 minutes, we will unlock the secrets of this stone forest, which is over 500 million years old. Let's go! It's hard to believe, but over 500 million years ago, there was no taiga and no freezing cold here. Instead, a shallow, warm Cambrian Sea rippled across this land. For centuries, the shells of ancient organisms accumulated on its seabed, compressing into thick layers of limestone. Later, the Siberian platform began to slowly rise. The water receded, exposing a massive plateau. From there, the greatest sculptor in the universe took over: time and climate. The temperature swings in Yakutia are colossal, ranging from -60 degrees Celsius in winter to +40 in summer. Water seeped into the rock crevices, froze, expanded, and literally shattered the cliffs from within. Wind and rain finished the job, carving these fantastic spires and towers over the last 400,000 years. For the indigenous Yakut people, the Lena Pillars have always been a sacred place of power. According to one legend, a majestic city of ancient gods once stood here, and the pillars themselves are frozen warriors standing on eternal guard. Ordinary people were forbidden from approaching them, fearing heavenly wrath. Only shamans were allowed to come here to commune with the spirits. Even today, visitors to the national park are welcomed with a purification ritual called Algys. A shaman asks the spirits of the river and the forest to bless the ascent. And this respect is well deserved. Ancient petroglyphs, drawings from the Neolithic and Bronze Ages, can still be found on these rocks. They are true messages from our ancestors, echoing through the millennia. But the Lena Pillars National Park is unique for more than just its rocks. Right in the middle of the permafrost lie the tukulans, real northern deserts. Huge sand dunes look as if they were transported straight from the Sahara, creating an incredible visual contrast with the Siberian taiga. What's more, these lands are a paradise for paleontologists. In the frozen soil of the park, scientists regularly discover the skeletons of mammoths, woolly rhinoceroses, and ancient bison. The local permafrost acts as a giant natural freezer, preserving the traces of prehistoric life in perfect condition. So how do you reach this wonder of nature? The best starting point is Yakutsk. In the summer, from June to September, comfortable cruise ships and high-speed motorboats travel here. The journey by water takes anywhere from 4 to 12 hours, but the Lena Pillars are just as incredible in winter. In late winter and early spring, a winter road, an ice highway, is cleared right over the frozen river. You drive past breathtaking, brilliant blue ice ridges. Once you arrive at the park, get ready for the climb. The hike up the steps to the observation deck takes about 40 minutes. It's challenging, but the view that opens up from a height of 200 meters over the endless Lena River will change you forever. The Lena Pillars are a place where time seems to stand still. Here, you feel like a speck of dust against the backdrop of eternity, yet you return home with an incredible sense of freedom. Subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and let us know in the comments. Would you dare to travel to the edge of the world to see this stone forest with your own eyes? See you in our next adventures.